What do the archaeologists have wrong in these archaeologist books?
For example, number one, they say that the workmen who built the pyramids worked only 4 months a year. When the flood covered the whole country, the king hired the workmen to work in his pyramid. This is wrong, and I will tell you what's correct. Number two, that the stones used in building the Great Pyramid came from Torah, and Torah is a 25 miles to the east from Giza. And number three, that Khufu ruled for 23 years. And number four, that the stones of the Great Pyramid are 2,300,000 blocks.
How many blocks are there?
Now, let us talk about number one, the workmen.
The workmen.
I found the tombs of the pyramid builders only 1 mile south of the Sphinx. A major important discovery that can tell everyone, number one, that pyramids built by Egyptians because of the names that we found inside the cemetery. And they were not slaves.
Because is that your phone?
Yes, I have to.
Yeah, kill that thing.
Kill it. You're right. I always, because I do lots of interviews, I always close it.
Oh, I get it.
Except today.
No worries. Nobody knows how to shut these things off anymore.
Then now, this discovery.
Okay, so explain. So you found the pyramids, you found the workers' pyramids graves a mile away.
1 mile south of the pyramids.
And by their names?
Then I found names of the workmen. I found the lower cemetery. The lower cemetery were for the burial of the workmen who moved the stones. And the upper cemetery was for the technicians.
Right. And how do you know this?
I will tell you.
Okay.
Now, the tombs down there are very primitive tombs, built from mud brick, cost nothing. Underneath is a skeleton. And if the skeleton is for a man, he's holding a beer jar. He wants to drink beer in the afterlife. If the skeleton is for a woman, she has a perfume vessels. She wants to have perfume in the afterlife. Inside the upper cemetery, I found 21 titles in hieroglyphic. For example, the overseer in hieroglyphic of the side of the pyramid.
Oh, it says that? The overseer of the side of the pyramid?
Imera Ges Mer in hieroglyphic. The overseer of the west side of the pyramid. Draftsman, craftsman, the one who stands in front of the harbor. All these titles had to do with building the pyramid. Inside the tombs, we found the tools that the Egyptians used to cut the stones.
What tools?
Diorite and flint tools, because in the Old Kingdom, there was no iron.
Are these photos of these tools available online? Can we look at them?
Yeah, I can send it to you.
Can we see them are they online?
No, in my book, Giza and the Pyramids. I don't know if it's online.
I'm sure it's online. Jamie will find it. So these tools were flint and diorite? What is diorite?
Diorite, D-I-O-R-I-T-E. Diorite is more sharp stone than iron. And it came from a quarry south of Aswan.
So you feel like they used this very hard stone to cut into the
granite. Stones. And I will come back to this cutting the stones.
Okay.
But let me continue about the workmen.
Okay.
To the east of the tombs, we found an area for sorting salted fish. We found an area for the bakery, making bread. We found the workmen barracks for the workmen who moved the stones to live. We found a whole city for the technicians, for the artisans. And we discovered thousands of animal bones. Because people always say that the workmen who built the pyramid, they ate only garlic and bread and drink beer. And I thought if they do that, they will die. But now we discovered that they slaughter 11 cows and 33 goats every day. And this can feed 10,000 workmen a day. Then we believe now, and I published, that the workmen who built the pyramids were 10,000 workmen. And they worked every day. And they took 1 day off every 10 days. Joe, I want to tell you, the pyramid was a national project. the 3 millions who lived in Egypt had to build the pyramid for the king to be a god. And therefore, the households in the south and the north of Egypt participated in building the pyramid by sending workforce and food to help the king. Now we come to the second point, the stones. We discovered that all the stones of the 3 pyramids at Giza, the stones came from quarries in the site itself.
Even the king's chamber?
No, except the granite in the king's chamber and
where'd that come from?
from Aswan.
And that's 500 miles away, right?
Yes, by the flood. The flood.
And those were 50 to 80 tons?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't?
Yes.
I would, if I was working there, it would matter. I'm
No,
like, I
no,
gotta carry
because
what?
I showed you. Not only 50 tons. It's 20 tons. Now, what we found out, first, how the Egyptians built the pyramid. They make on the ground a square base. Okay?
Okay.
And after that, they cut in the solid rock in the 4 sides. You know, I'm going to tell you one thing.
Okay.
If you tell me that pyramids built by giants, okay? I will say, okay, come to the excavation. All the skeleton that we discover are 5 to 6 feet high. Nothing about
Who's
giants.
saying they were built by giants?
Some people say that.
Oh, okay.
The second,
I've heard aliens.
okay, the second aliens. If aliens build the pyramids, do they leave any? Do they shit sometimes? Aren't they going to shit?
Maybe aliens don't shit.
If they don't shit, are they
Everyone
going
shits?
to leave something on the ground? On the
Right.
contrary, I give you the evidence, every evidence that I will tell you today
Of actual workers.
of actual workers and what's happening. Now,
Right.
we come about building the pyramid. All the stones I told you came from Giza Plateau. We found out what happened first. They cut in the solid rock.
Okay.